Solve using the quadratic formula. 3x squared divided by 2 plus 2x is equal to 1. Well, even before we begin this problem, since we do have an equal sign, we can clear out the fractions. We do that by multiplying both sides of the equation by 2. A more convenient way to write that is to write 2 next to each term. This will allow you to do the reducing. The reason why we're doing this multiplying by 2 is to clear out the fractions. We now have 3x squared plus, nothing reduces here, 4x is equal to 2. Again, if you're going to use the quadratic formula, it needs to be equal to 0. So let's add a negative 2 to both sides of this equation. We now have 3x squared plus 4x minus 2 equals 0. Our a value is 3. Our b value is 4. And our c value is negative 2. And it doesn't matter that we've multiplied by 2 because we have this equation and it's still equal to what it was before. Our formula is x equals the opposite of b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac all divided by 2a. So now that we've put in parentheses where the variables used to be, we can put in their values. The first value we need is for b, which is 4. So we put a 4 everywhere there used to be a b. The next value we need is for a, and a is 3. So we put a 3 everywhere a used to be in the formula. And our last value is for c. c is negative 2. So we put a negative 2 in here, and then we're going to have to be careful with this multiplication. Cleaning this up, we have x is equal to negative 4 plus or minus the square root of 16. 4 times 3 is 12, times 2 is 24, 2 negative signs is plus 24, all divided by 6. X is equal to negative 4 plus or minus the square root of 40, all divided by 6. 40 breaks down as 2 times 2 times 2 times 5, and we can take a 2 out of the radical. But we still have inside the radical 10. In the denominator we have 6. We still have our plus or minus. Negative 4 in front is equal to x. The last step in this problem is to reduce by factoring out what's common in the numerator. So we have x is equal to, and a common factor to both negative 4 and positive 2 is 2 times negative 4 plus or minus the square root of 10, all divided by 6. And we can reduce. 2 goes into 2 once, and 2 goes into 6 3 times. So let's try and write that answer so it's very clear and easy to read. We now have x is equal to, oh, I'm glad I stopped that. I see an error. Let's go back here. When I factored the 2 out of the negative 4, that didn't leave negative 4 behind. That really left a 2 behind, because 2 times negative 2 is our negative 4. So you do want to be careful when you're factoring out what's common that you actually factor it out. So our final real correct answer should be negative 2 plus or minus the square root of 10 divided by 3. So this time I caught my own mistake. That's pretty amazing.